And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor Overclocked. Last time we defeated Belder and closed out the third day, but we found out that Belder is not quite the last of his kind. There'll be more Bell-type demons to deal with as the days go on, but we've got more important things to deal with at the immediate moment. Particularly, Midori is going to die, so we have to save her starting on day 4. So let's get this loaded up and get this day underway.
Morning, everyone. Welcome to the 4th day of the lockdown. Yesterday's battle against Belder seems like a dream.
Ow, all this sleeping on the ground is making my back hurt.
Yeah, right. That didn't stop you from going out like a light last night. Good morning. Let's go over what we're going to be doing today.
Hey guys, there's something I've been thinking about. Would you hear me out?
Huh? What is it?
Well, this lockdown is going on because the demons are a threat to people, right?
Uh-huh.
We want to lift the lockdown, but to do that, we'd have to rid Tokyo of all the demons. We have no clue how to accomplish that, though.
Well, yeah. Honestly, I don't have a clue where to start.
Is there really no way to stop the lockdown other than getting rid of the demons?
What are you getting at?
Right now, we have complete control over the demons we summon through our comps. If we extend that control to all the demons, would there be any point in the lockdown?
Yeah, you're right. If we had full control over the demons and they weren't a threat to people, that would resolve the lockdown. The question is, how could we accomplish that?
Right, that's the problem. All I can think of is to look at the summoning program server and reverse engineer it. If I can find out how the server controls the demons, I just have to copy that. Then, maybe I can use the server itself to gain direct control of all the demons.
Hey, yeah, that's a good plan. But where is the server?
That's the problem. I don't know where it is. So now, we need to find out the physical location of the system server.
Alright, so we know that Naoya designed the comps, but the Shomonkai who are the ones who coordinated the production of the comps, as well as, the demon summoning program itself. So perhaps, within a Shomonkai building is where the server we're looking for is.
Yeah, it is their server after all. Naoya is the one who created the system, but I think it'll be faster if we ask the Shomonkai where it is, since Naoya's missing. In any case, let's try to get in touch with the Shomonkai and find that server.
Right. I understand. I'll help you out, too.
Looks like today's Laplace mail has come in. Let's check it out.
What's a Laplace mail?
Huh? What are you talking about, Keisuke? You know, it's that email that comes to the comps every morning predicting the future.
What? No, I've never gotten an email like that on my comp.
Really? Could it be that we're the only ones getting the Laplace mail? Anyway, you can read mine, Keisuke. Here.
Alright, our Laplace mail for today. Let's see what disasters we're gonna have to deal with this particular day. Good morning! Here is today's one. At 1100 in the Toyoshima-ku Ikebukuro Underground Walkway, a homicide will take place following public persecution against demon tamers. The victim will be Midori Komaki. 2. At 1700, outside the Shibuya station, the self-defense force will fatally shoot a popular rock singer. It is suspected that this is a suicide. 3. Throughout the day, riots will increase in intensity as relationships between demon tamers and civilians become increasingly strained. 4. The number of suicides increases rapidly today as all social order breaks down. Heaven, what do you...
These events are going to happen? Then Midori really is going to...
No, this email is only a prediction of what could happen in the future. Well, it does have a high probability of coming true, though. But if we try really hard, we can change the future from what this says will happen. Keisuke?
This is going to come true, isn't it?
Well, it's not absolutely set in stone.
Even if it isn't, the reasons behind these events are still true, aren't they?
Yeah, but what's wrong? What's getting on your nerves, Keisuke?
I can't believe that she's going to be killed by humans, not demons.
Come on, what are you talking about?
That's how Midori's going to die. She won't lose her life fighting demons, but she'll be killed by other people.
Alright, so let's just rescue her.
That's not the point. Think for a second. No matter what she did, she's been protecting people from the demons all this time. So why would they... Why does she have to be killed by the very people she's trying so hard to protect?
That's why we need to rescue her.
That's not enough. Even if we save her life, it doesn't solve the problem here.
You say the problem, but I mean, it's only natural that demons will scare people.
No, I don't think it's that simple. People are stressed by this situation, and they're looking for someone to blame for it. They won't do anything themselves, but they'll place all the blame on others. They're just looking for a scapegoat, and they're going to kill Midori for it. Not just Midori, other demon tamers who are helping people will be hunted down too. If we let those bastards continue, nothing good will come of it. I can't let it go.
Yeesh, calm down, Keisuke. What are you gonna do?
What else can we do? We have to take down the bastards who feel that way.
Wait, what bastards? You're talking about normal people. You can't go around killing.
Can you forgive them then? Those people repay kindness with violence.
But still, it's senseless to turn the powers of our demons against normal people. What in the world are you thinking, Keisuke? I'm not going to help you do this.
You're right. Everyone has their own opinions. I can't force you to help me. I have my own way of doing things. I'll do something about those bastards myself.
Keisuke left the group.
Guys, be careful. Thanks for everything up to now.
Hey, Keisuke!
Keisuke runs away.
What's gotten into him?
He must be really shocked that Midori will be killed by people, not demons. I can sympathize with him, but what's he gonna do?
Yeah, why exactly did he have to run away on us?
You're right. I know he was angry, but he didn't have to go alone.
Could it be that he didn't want to involve us in whatever he's going to do?
If that's the case, then we really can't leave him alone now.
We need to look for Midori too. Keisuke's trying to rescue her. If all goes well, we might be able to find them together.
Alright, so that's the plan then.
Yeah. We should be careful who we use our comps around, too. It doesn't help Midori if we get killed by a mob before we can save her.
Yeah, Yuhu's got a point. We should be careful when we use our comps.
And, on a different note, I'm worried about the singer who's going to commit suicide.
Yeah, that's almost certainly Haru that's being mentioned in the email there.
You think so too? Yesterday you said Haru had one day left to live.
She did seem to be taking her life lightly, so it could be possible.
Yeah, if it's Haru, then I want to help her. At 1700. We're concerned about Midori and Keisuke, but don't forget. Hey, should I let you know when it's 1700?
You know, that would be swell, Yuzu. And this is actually important. This is the first time in the game we're not railroaded into thwarting a Laplace male prediction. We can absolutely let Haru die, and the game decides to go a little easy on you here. You can have Yuzu give you a reminder when 1700 comes around, just in case you forget. I don't need this because I've played this game enough, but you know, it doesn't hurt to have it.
Okay, I'll be sure to keep that in mind and let you know.
Right. On top of all this, if we don't do something in 3 days, everyone here will die. It's bad enough being dragged into this thing with the throne of Bel.
In any case, we need to get moving. First, we gotta save Midori.
Alright, so we have our objective for today. We can pretty safely assume that Midori will, or rather Keisuke, will go to the event where Midori is killed, so we can find them all together there and hopefully take out every problem all at once. Starting the day out, we have a handful of events to deal with. Of course, we got one with Midori, which we'll get to that in a bit. We've got one with Amane and Atsuro, and of course we've got Honda again, just kind of doing his own thing. But on top of that, we've got some free battles to take care of. Ooh, hey, mysterious woman, who's this? The Japanese government shouldn't wait to execute the final option. Even if the humans here die, they'll quickly multiply again. Okay, what exactly are you talking about here? I'm saying that your government is being far too lenient, as is Remiel. Humanity should be forsaken. That's weird. She's talking like she isn't a human. Anyway, we've got some free battles to deal with this morning, so first order of business is we want to check out the one at Shiba Park, since this is the one that actually has skills we can crack. I mentioned yesterday it's not too important that we crack all the skills from Belder. We don't even have the option, because we can get them here. Life Surge is available to get from the Loas here, and Retaliate, of course, was not a skill that we could get from Belder, but Weak Kill does go into the data cards over here. So I'm going to take the opportunity to get these skills here. Hopefully I'll be able to get to that data card and it'll have Weak Kill, but if it doesn't, you can just refresh battles until a data card shows up and you'll get it sooner or later. So let me take care of the battles here and I'll cut back once we have all the skills. Alright, with that, I've gotten all the skills. I didn't bother finishing out these free battles, because the rewards aren't really that great at this point, so now we have access to all the skills that are available to us here up until this point. We absolutely want to get a Life Surge onto Atsuro. In addition to making him a lot more survivable, that is a sizable boost to the strength of Brutal Hit, so he should be able to do some pretty good damage with that right now. Honestly, I should probably redo his skills a little bit. You know what, for fun, let's put plus stone on him, and we don't really need leader soul anymore. Our demons are a lot more survivable at this point. What would be a good skill to put onto Atsuro? You know what, let's go whole hog. Let's put life bonus on there too. Give him the most damage on brutal hit possible, plus a little bit of a bonus on berserk as well. Pretty good stuff there, pretty good stuff. With that taken care of, let's make a save state real quick. Just want to make sure I don't lock myself out of any events here, since I don't remember too well which events are critical and which are not, or rather, which are missable at this point in the game. Let's start with the event with Amane, though. It's been a little bit since we've talked to her.
God has once again sent an ordeal to mankind as we gain technological power. If we can overcome this challenge, humanity will move on to the next spiritual phase, and we will be one step closer to the glory of God.
The Shomonkai think this is a challenge for us to get closer to God, huh? Well, Amane has a very dignified way of speaking. No wonder she's a leader.
But don't the Shomonkai use altered comps? Then they use those comps to summon demons themselves, don't they? Using demons to get closer to God? Doesn't that seem strange to you?
Amane has finished her speech. She notices you and approaches.
Once again, our paths cross. What are your thoughts on God and demons? If God is a perfect being, why would he create creatures such as demons to tempt humans?
What? You handle this.
Way to dodge the question, Atsuro. Well, following the logic of your speeches, I'm going to assume what you're getting at is that it's an ordeal.
A sublime answer. Yes, that is what we believe as well. Demons were created from the beginning to be those that would rebel against God. Demons are beings that deceive and corrupt the human heart. When mankind takes that power, those pure of heart will not give in to temptation. Is that not the very mechanism behind a true reformation of humanity? That is the reasoning behind why we use these beings in our own work. This is a fine time to speak with me. Is there anything you would wish to know?
Well, quite a lot of things, but, well, we already know we're kind of, stuck in this with the ordeal. How do we get through this ordeal?
In the past, humanity made an attempt to reach the heavens through technology. Mankind was then defeated by an ordeal sent from God that divided our languages. Now, after many long centuries, mankind has overcome its communication barrier. God does not think highly of this, and has sent another ordeal, but we must stay firm. If we rise up in power and overcome God's challenge, will our progress not please him? The Shomonkai will use man's power to beckon his majesty for the strength to persevere. If we use the power of higher beings to overcome the ordeal, humans will truly be free. That is why the Shomonkai created the comps.
Okay. Hey, you might just know the answer to this. Where's the server that the comps run off of?
Are you referring to the server that manages the demon summoning program? Unfortunately, I cannot answer that question. Even were I to tell you, there is absolutely no way you could reach it as of now.
Okay, and what exactly is blocking it?
Do you think such a machine would be an ordinary device? Would it be placed in some office somewhere, tucked innocently away? I won't stop you from seeking the server. However, will you be able to find it?
Well, we have no choice but to do so if we want to get this lockdown lifted. Maybe you can give us a bit more insight on the comps themselves.
As you are aware, the comps we created summon demons and utilize their powers. However, the comps themselves are merely tools used to grant us the demon's power. Do you understand? The important fact is that from then on, the user has access to a great power. It is in how we put that power to use that we are truly judged. Humanity will come to an awakening. You all wish an end to this lockdown and a return to your lives, correct? There will surely be many paths available for you to choose on your journey. You must not look aside. Find the truth and continue along the path you believe in. You will meet many people who will guide you, and you must know the principles they hold. Once that happens, the path you should follow will appear before you.
Amane returns to the crowd.
Huh? What was all that about? What did she mean about the server?
We're gonna have to stew on that one for a bit.
Since the server can summon demons, it won't be in any ordinary place. That's what she was getting at. But no matter how special it is, it must be somewhere. Ha, fine. If they won't tell us where it is, we'll find it some other way.
What other way?
Our comps connect to the server every time there's some sort of information exchange. If we look into the comp, I bet we can learn something about the server.
Okay. I don't really get it, though. But what was all that "will you be able to find it" stuff? She's making fun of us, isn't she?
Aw, come on, Yuzu, don't be like that. I have a feeling she is being sincere with us.
Yeah, I don't think so either. She was taunting us to make us want to do it.
Huh? What do you mean?
Think about it. Remember that Naoya was the one who got us into this mess to begin with. He helped the Shomonkai to create the summoning program and the modified comps. Maybe they have some scheme and are purposely trying to get us to look for the server.
If that's true, I'll never forgive them. Playing around with people's lives while they sit back and act like gods?
Don't even think about picking a fight, Yoo-hoo. There's way too many of them. We don't know what they're up to right now, but we'll figure out their plans sooner or later. Let's have a surprise ready for them.
At this point, you've probably noticed the game is very heavily hinting at the multiple endings available to this game, and this is the point in the game where we're actually starting to come across things that will actually contribute to getting to those various endings. There are 5 distinct ending routes in this game, although there are 6 possible ending paths to take, and I'll clarify what that means later. Just know, though, that there are 5 distinct conclusions to the game, 6 ways to get to a conclusion, and we'll see how that works out later, but I will remark on key events when we get to them. One thing I wanted to mention before I forget about it, because I absolutely will forget if I don't mention it right now, I did find a way to manipulate the Devil Auction to get it to refresh. As it turns out, the available selection of demons refreshes every time you reload your save file, so if the Devil Auction is not updating, or you just simply don't like what's available to be sold, you can just reset the game, load back in, and it'll have a new selection of demons available for you. And this is how you can manipulate it to get the 4-star and 5-star demons that you might like. In particular, if you can get a 5-star Keishi, he's a really good demon. Actually, almost as good as what you could hope to fuse just doing it the natural method. So I'd actually recommend resetting to get that if you're looking for a superior beast demon. And frankly, I might do that when I have an opportunity, but it's not critical that we do it right now. Moving on with the day, let's talk to Honda next. We haven't been giving him too much diligence or attention in the proper timeline, so let's go talk to him.
Respond, I repeat. It's no use. Oh, it's you. Yes, I was trying my phone.
Okay, we've already seen this, so, I was wondering, the reason I was going for the Honda event is, that, what is it, I want to see if I can advance this quest a little bit more, but we can just reload back to the Atsuro event. All the critical events involving Atsuro were actually available yesterday. There's one last critical event involving Atsuro that will actually lead us to his ending path, but it's not for another few days. Now that that's taken care of, let's go talk to the Midori event. You are forced to witness this one.
Hey, someone's coming this way. Something might be happening.
Hey, you shouldn't go up ahead! There are demons fighting each other!
Demons fighting?
Atsuro is doing his best to play dumb.
Demon tamers? Hell if I know! This girl in crazy clothes shouted at the demons, and they started fighting each other!
But that could be Midori. Was she trying to help people?
No! This girl showed up with demons, and more demons appeared and started fighting! If she hadn't come in the first place, those other demons wouldn't have come. She's a witch. She's gotta be. She's controlling the demons that ruin the world.
This isn't good. It looks like everybody's starting to hate Midori. If she keeps this up...
Yeah, let's stop her right now.
Right!
This is the last of them. My magical punishment strikes all and justice prevails!
Midori! What do you think you're doing?
Were you watching me? I was just getting rid of those pesky demons. If I whittle them down, less people will be hurt. Such is a hero's duty. Now let's see. Where's my next enemy?
Wait, Midori! Ah, damn it!
The lockdown has everyone in a total panic already. Flashing demons at them won't help. Midori isn't paying attention to how people react to her. At this rate...
Yeah, we've got to do something.
Yeah, let's try and actually catch up with her and see if we can't convince her. Something's gotta work.
You're right. We've got to keep trying to get through to her.
But what could possibly make her realize what a bad idea this is at this point? We're just gonna have to think on it a little bit. Now, hey, this is interesting. We saw this guy earlier in the week, but we don't know too much about him. He has a connection with the Shomonkai, though, so probably makes him an important individual. Let's go talk to him. You see the person who had been talking to Haru standing before the Shomonkai building.
Hey, isn't that guy one of the higher-ups in the Shomonkai?
Yeah, you're right. Let's ask him about the server.
Hey, yeah. We need to get that info out of him without making him suspicious. Excuse me, are you a member of the Shomonkai?
Yes, I am Azuma. You're the ones I've seen speaking with Lady Amane. Is there something I can help you with? Or are you here to see Lady Amane again?
Oh, there's something we'd like to ask you.
If there's something I can answer, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Why don't we ask about Naoya?
Naoya. Are you acquaintances of his? Well, he was here until he completed his work on the demon summoning program. But that man has disappeared, and not even we can locate his current whereabouts. We will be disposing of the items in his room by tomorrow.
Okay, items in his room. Perhaps there could be some interesting stuff in there, but that we'll just have to save for later. Let's ask about the server now.
I see. You have an interest in the demon summoning program? I can only guess what reasons you would have to ask me that. I'm sorry, I cannot answer such questions directly. Still, perhaps I could give you a less problematic answer. The server running the demon summoning program is no longer in our hands.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
The server exists in a place where humans can no longer reach. It is in God's hands. Not even we can get to it, for who in this world could step into the kingdom of God? Only God can come into contact with the server. I'm sorry that I couldn't be of much help. Do you have any further questions?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you Shomenkai seem to be deeply involved with the events going on in this lockdown, and this guy is not at all afraid about answering demon-related questions, so perhaps he can tell us about something about, Bell.
I cannot speak of that. By the rules of the Shomenkai, only a selected few are able to speak of gods and demons.
Well, is there somebody who you could get us to talk to who could?
Man is subjective by nature. With more narrators, there will be more interpretations. In order to prevent a clouding of the truth, only 2 in the Shomenkai may speak of them. Please, wait a moment. I will go call for them right now.
Who's he gonna bring? Is it going to be Amane after all that?
Who knows? Oh, here comes somebody.
Huh? It's...
I'm sorry for the wait. Azuma told me of your conversation. The Shomenkai interests you? I do not have much time, so I must be brief. I hope that you will understand.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Please, just help us out as best you can.
The being the Shomenkai refer to as His Majesty is revered as a god with great power. Mankind once failed an ordeal from God, and our tongues split, scattering our people. And now, the ordeal of God is about to come again. We must borrow His Majesty's strength to challenge God's ordeal when the time comes. When all hearts are turned to Him, His Majesty will save us from the trial set upon us.
You know, I'm kind of completely interrupting the scene here, but I just noticed how absolutely massive that guy's eyebrow is. It's like curving around to his ear. Okay, yeah. What were we talking about? I'm sorry. Can I ask something else?
Ah, a continuing curiosity. I see. Please, ask me your questions.
Can you tell us about Bell? Specifically, you know what? Let's start with Belial. We are going to have to deal with him sooner rather than later, so if we could get one question answered, that would probably be the most helpful to us.
Belial, You wish to know of the one known as the Evil Flame? He is the one who brought decadence to Sodom and Gomorrah, and destruction. He is an incarnation of the Inferno, incinerating all. It is said that those who face him will see their own deaths within that flame.
Okay, and next can you tell us about the Bell's Throne? This is nice that he's going to tell us about both of these things.
My, you seem to know more about the current situation than I had expected. There is but one thing I can say regarding the battle for the throne of Bel. The King of Bel has already been decided. No matter how much the other Bels struggle, they will always be inferior. I'm very sorry, but my time is up. I must be leaving. Was this conversation helpful?
It was illuminating, and yeah, thank you very much.
Ah, well then. Until we meet again.
Phew. I don't think I'll ever get used to that guy. So Belial is related to fire.
Alright, then we gotta bring on the ice.
Yeah, if we have to fight it, it'll be worth it to have some kind of plan. If this Belial is the key to our survival, then this will be important.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, if there was any other option, I'd rather just run away. Oh, but we have to do something about Midori first.
That's right. Let's look for her.
Well, conveniently, Midori has just made herself available. On top of that, there's a handful of other events, such as Jin, and then of course we've got an event with Atsuru in Shinjuku, and another Honda event, which I believe is just grilling him about the radio. We do want to get to the Midori battle first, just to get that off the table. But before we get to that, let's check out the other Atsuru events that I ignored earlier on. Actually, never mind. That Atsuru event is one we've already seen. I'm kind of surprised at how long some of these specific events last. I wasn't expecting that Shiba Park event to be one we've already seen. Well, with that learned, we can go on to the Midori battle, but I feel like this video's been going long enough. don't really want to drag this out too long, and we're going to have quite a bit of plot to follow up on after the Midori event, so I think this is where we'll end this video. This is going to be a mostly story-focused one, but that's always going to be a eventuality you have to deal with when covering an RPG, so that's where we'll leave this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, though, goodbye.